Rally. It means to come together, to do something bigger than ourselves. Our. It means ownership, to belong to something collectively. These words were chosen to represent community, because whenever we say them, we're evoking the power of the crowd. Hello everyone, my name is Numan. I'm the founder of Rally Our Bus, and I'm here to talk to you about what this brand means for buses. The greenest form of transportation, the mode that moves more people than any other, and the one that's generated us almost $120 million of revenue so far. Rally utilizes the power of the crowds to create the bus rideshare for events, concerts, festivals, and sports of all kinds. Whenever passionate communities get together, there's logistics issues, traffic, parking, DWIs. They all get in the way of us enjoying the big day. Buses solve for all of this inherently. Rally's apps crowdfund trips whenever we get enough people together. We crowdsource bus stops wherever people want them. We combine this crowd power to create pop-up mass transit systems around venues. Previously, we've worked with the NFL to promote Rally's bus rideshare to the Super Bowl. And we have ongoing relationships with teams like the LA Rams and the New York Mets, where we shuttle fans to all their home games. They love us because we extend that event day experience through the travel time. We also have relationships with fan clubs, alumni groups, and influencers of all types. They let their communities know about how Rally can help them, while they earn additional revenue for each ride booked. These are all great examples of B2B2C channel partnerships. These can be multi-year exclusive agreements where we raise the barrier to entry and lower the cost per acquisition. For everyday travel, we have Our Bus to provide regularly scheduled intercity services. Our Bus algorithms combine the wisdom of the crowds with the power of data to create intelligent and dynamic routes for regional transportation. Overlooked communities, transportation deserts, and even the most popular corridors in the world. We have hundreds of stops across the Northeast United States where Our Bus is thriving. With your help, we'll replicate this network across the United States and then globally. Riders appreciate our late model vehicles, plentiful amenities, and exceptional on-time performance. This is why we've completed millions of rides and have the highest customer service rating in the industry. Large, legacy bus companies have led this segment of mobility for decades. Like we saw in the taxi industry, they've used their market position to suppress innovation for far too long. Rather than improve, they've all but given up on the rider experience, believing they're too big to fail. But did you know that Greyhound, the largest bus company in the US, only owns 5% of the buses here? They think that their size is an advantage, while Rally has shown it to be their weakness. Because Rally doesn't own any buses. We work with thousands of small, local charter bus companies. These are often multi-generational, family-owned and operated. Their usual business is B2B. Think churches, schools, corporations. They rent their buses wholesale to pre-formed groups. The typical company owns about 10 buses each. They're often underutilized, with their buses sitting around empty about half the time. Rally has networked together these fragmented fleets to create a virtual bus company. We have become the tech, brand, and marketing platform of the industry. Dozens of these small businesses have even invested in Rally. They love us because we're creating new demand for their vehicles, unlocking the value of their excess capacity. Rally has brought together this fragmented industry into a managed marketplace, which is very compelling to Daimler, Mercedes, the world's largest commercial vehicle manufacturer. They're also Rally's largest strategic investor. They love us because we're helping their customers create new demand. And we have the data on the end user, the rider themselves. Just as GM is invested in Lyft and Toyota is invested in Uber, these manufacturers know that we're the future of the industry. Whether it be taxis, rental cars, scooters, or bikes, we've all seen how a little bit of technology and business innovation can disrupt entire industries. But so far, these mobility use cases have been about individuals traveling relatively short distances. The next phase of mobility is much harder. Rally services longer trips from 40 to 400 miles. Solving for mass mobility, regional travel, and surge demand challenges. We're not the first and last mile, we're the middle mile. Take a look at our lifetime stats and know that this is not hypothetical. These are historical key performance indicators and demonstrate the quality of Rally's business. While the revenue numbers are certainly impressive, let's make sure we understand the capital efficiency ratio, because we've turned every dollar of investment into $10 of revenue. We've already impacted the climate by taking thousands of cars off the road. And we have ESG investors that understand the value of this carbon offset. Approaching 3 million rides from thousands of bus stops across the United States, we're now even expanding internationally. And we've done all this by contracting with 20% of the bus industry in the US. Turning to our top line, revenue and performance, the events and lines products are the drivers of this growth. So let's take a moment to review the business model, the revenue recognition, and the unit economics. Let me be clear. We create bus trips. We plan the schedules and we price the rides. Our average ride is about $30 and it's often sold as a round trip, doubling the revenue per transaction. We then market these rides, handle the customer service, and assign operators to service each route. Local charter bus companies bid on our work through a managed marketplace. We then contract these bus companies as vendors, putting them on a fixed price for our cost of goods sold, which means we have variable margins, grossing up to 60% on full buses. Our blended average margins have been about 20%, and they rise as we diversify our revenue streams. I trust you see both the simplicity and the power of this asset-light business model. We've gone over the big numbers. Now let's dive into the details. Try searching for bus trips from New York City to Ithaca, for example, and you'll find companies paying Google to advertise. However, our bus is often the #1 organic search result. That means we're not paying for that. This will likely be the case for most every stop combination that we service. Ithaca is a place where we control 90% of the intercity bus market. And it's a great case study for the potential of our bus. On the typical day, we might offer a few bus trips to Ithaca. On the weekends, we'll scale up to 10. But the amazing thing about our service is when the holiday season comes around. Then our bus mobilizes dozens of operators and hundreds of buses to move thousands of people in and out of the city over a weekend. We've applied this successful strategy to dozens of other markets, and we're looking forward to scaling it further as part of our next round of investment. As one of our biggest NFL markets, the Buffalo Bills are a great case study for us to examine the event side of our business in detail. We've shown how events are a big brand builder by partnering with stakeholders to create ownable B2B2C marketing channels. We did this around Buffalo by working with the Bills Mafia, a club representing the team's passionate fans, and they shared our bus trips from the bottom up. Then we combined this with the top-down marketing tactics through a partnership with the Bills themselves. We all work together to convert the fans' existing transportation spend from private cars to shared buses. We've already proven how these marketing tactics can move up to 10% of an audience for a single event. Yet all the figures from our business model conservatively project moving less than 1% of event attendees to start. To the environmental, social, and governance aspects of the company, buses represent the greenest form of transportation, as measured per passenger mile. We're helping the environment because we're taking cars off the road. Our social impact in communities is not theoretical. When we increase mobility options, we directly improve the quality of life. And we're improving the governance of the bus industry itself by democratizing the control of the bus assets and sharing performance metrics across our network of operators. This real-world impact makes us compelling to Elemental, an ESG-focused venture fund that's already backing Rally. We know that transportation is one of the largest contributors to greenhouse gases, and Elemental knows that Rally has already offset tons of carbon and that their investment will scale this benefit. Other prominent investors include Yale University, Techstars, and 43 North. All of these funds invested because they believe in the huge ROI potential of Rally. Now, for the first time ever, we're inviting everyone to invest alongside these institutional investors. As a company founded on crowd power, we're so excited for our supporters to join us on our journey. We're big believers in equity crowdfunding, and our goal is to raise as much money as possible through this and future SEC-registered financings. To quantify the potential of our growth, we have modeled what a $20 million round may do for our company. As you can see, the use of proceeds is primarily marketing to scale the proven acquisition strategy by continuing to do what we do best: put butts in seats. We'll do so by adding stops to extend our Northeast network, while also expanding into new regions across the United States. And we'll create more event stakeholder partnerships, replicating our proven channel marketing tactics to reach new markets. With the new capital funding our tactics, we're confident that we'll be able to reach our revenue goals. Just as importantly, this round should give us enough capital to build our brand and make Rally a household name. One of the ways we'll do this is by utilizing the buses themselves. These are 50-foot, four-sided moving billboards in the areas where we offer our service. Those thousands of small companies provide us use of their buses as partners because we're their biggest customers. They know that expanding the Rally Our Bus brand will benefit everyone. In addition to scaling our existing revenue streams, financing also opens up new opportunities. Let's talk about how Rally will monetize our technology by opening up our platform. With products for drivers, riders, and buses alike, this tech was originally developed by and for Rally. Now we're adapting this platform so that our products can improve the existing operations of the bus industry. The local bus operators have been lacking software. Now they can use Rally's proven apps for their existing customers. By vertically integrating our technology with bus companies themselves, we increase the efficiency of our marketplace and create loyalty. We'll also collect more data on our customers so that we can keep iterating to improve the user experience. We're also monetizing our network, where there are a lot of high-margin opportunities that increase our enterprise value. The bus trips on our lines and event services create many positive network effects. One of our most innovative accomplishments is the door-to-door service that connects middle-mile bus rides to first and last mile taxi rides. We believe that we're the only company that allows a customer to book a bus ride and a taxi ride in one transaction. Our advertising has shown that we can monetize bus riders and achieve greater revenue and profits from cross-promotion than even the core bus ride itself. With the deep relationships of our existing bus operating partners, we know who needs a bus and when, which is why we see Rally as the future distribution platform for buses. Then there's shipping, where we can offer the cavernous undercarriage of buses as capacity to logistics companies. These primary and secondary revenue streams create a suite of products that share a common underlying framework. Any one of these products may be a viable business, but it is only when Rally combines them into a holistic strategy that we create a virtuous cycle. This is the flywheel that keeps furthering our goal of creating the best bus experience for our customers and operators alike. I trust the information we've shared has shown Rally to be a compelling investment opportunity. There's a lot more information in our downloadable investor presentation, including details on the team, the product, and the macro factors that support our business. We hope that you'll go through it, dive into the data, and provide us your feedback. To summarize, Rally Our Bus is mass mobility as a service. With capitalization from our first crowdfunding round, we're ready to scale, which will unify the fragmented private bus industry into a managed marketplace with huge network effects, bringing us closer to our vision of owning this $150 billion mobility segment to be the first global brand in busing. Let's get there together.